Hello everyone, this is Vicky, StitchNButton, and I am here for Flosstube number 94. Today is Wednesday, November 17th, and it is a week until my birthday. I have a ton of starts, no finishes, but I think I counted right. I think I'm up to 13 starts. So I'm going to show you all those, and I think I've only worked on new starts also in the past couple of weeks. I mean, who has time for anything else, right? What else? A lot of you have seen already on Saturday, I threw up a, hey, quick, help me figure out what I want to finish for next year. And I put in 5 and for the running for voting. And it went well. I wasn't sure it was going to run too well because it was such short notice, but a lot of you went in and put your vote in, which was cool. And there were, I'll announce the winners a little bit later as to which one in my plans. And then I did a drawing for a giveaway for that too. And I have that winner written down here. What else have I been doing the past couple of weeks? I cut out a whole bunch of bags. I started ironing yesterday. I did a little bit more ironing today, and I put it aside so I could do this video quick, and I will probably start ironing again. I'm trying to get the bags done by next week. I got stuff that needs to be done, get it out, get it done, get it over with, and then start on the next batch. I've got a pile here, and then I received a wonderful, actually 2 wonderful packages because it wouldn't fit in one box from overseas, and I will share that. So let's get to it. I said it's my birthday month, so next week I turn 50. I decided that I was going to start whatever I felt like. Doesn't matter. Some of them I've kitted up last minute, some I had kitted up, and we're just going to go with that. I'll show you what I've done over the past couple of weeks. I've been busy. Okay, so let's go with what's on top of the pile because it's a hot mess here. In this bag, I only unzipped the bags just so I could pull the stuff out. The first one that I have here is Stitching with Friends. Now, this was from the Stitch West retreat. It was the exclusive that was given to us from Little Stitch Girl, Jordan. She's very nice, very funny. Loved her. And she gave us this chart. Now, I love this chart, but that's not my color thing. That's not my thing. So I went and I changed the colors because that's what you do, right? Because I still like the sentiment and I like the chart overall. So I looked around to see what I wanted to do, and I ended up looking over and seeing that I still had some threads to put away, and one of them was a miscellaneous pack that I had received, and I think I showed it on here a couple of months ago. It was from Silks for You, and so what I did was I picked some stuff that sort of matched together. I think it matches together, and this is my color palette. I know the orange is bright, but I think it goes well with the brights in this one. I think the blues and the purples go great with this one, and I think it's going to work out well. And I put it on a piece of, hang on, it's 36 count Vicky Clayton linen, doesn't have a name, and I've had it forever. I had like a half yard of it or a yard of it, and this is only like 12 by 12. So that's where I've gotten. All of my new starts, I have decided I was going to put at least 200 or more stitches in. And that's what I got with this one. I think I was, what's it say? Because I did it last night. 214 stitches. And this is going to be the color palette on that. I think it's going to look good. Right? Alright. Let me get that out of the way. So, and that needle minder on there was given to us at Stitch West, so that's why I figured I might as well use that one. Next that I have in this same bag, just because it's getting crazy, I think I'm up to 70, I counted them, I can't remember, it's like 75 whips so far. The next one is, I'll show you my working copy. Reindeer games. I pulled this one out, and actually, let me back up. I was watching Cindy Sorley, Stitchery Express, and she was showing the Fabric Flare fabrics, and I was like, I need to stitch something on a piece of the snowflake fabric that I bought when I was there at Stitch West, because it's one of my favorite fabric flares. They have it in blue, they have it in gray, they have it in larger snowflakes, they have it in smaller snowflakes. So I started out with the fabric. Then I decided, let me look through and see what I could put on it. And that's where I came up with Reindeer Games. Now, in pulling that out, I looked at the house. I think the house is way too bright for what I like. And I chose some colors from my Victoria Motto stash. Actually, they're pretty much the same colors that I chose for... They were sitting there to be put away. I'm looking over here because there's a bin that I put all that stuff in. It was right after delivery. Oh, this needle minder is available in my shop. So I pulled the colors. Now, plan is, this is going to be the reindeer color, right? These are going to be the antlers and the tree stumps. This is for the tree. This is for the house. Now, I kept the 321 because that's what it called for, because I still want to put 321 in the trees for the ornaments that they have going on there. If you look. And I still needed some black and some white, so that's what I chose. And then I just chose a darker brown, some 838, because the other brown that I had not substituted yet was a little bit too close to the color that I had chosen. So that's going to be for that. And I did get, this was also last night I put just over 200, what was it? 206 stitches there. So that was a start. Now, both of those I stitched up last night. They stitched up pretty quick. Alright, let's put that in there and move on. So there's two of them. Another one that I started last week was Clockwork Dragonfly. This is a Pana kit. I did buy it from mybobbin.com. When I went to pay, because I used PayPal, you have to sort of log out of PayPal and pay with a credit card. The kit came with this fabric. I'm stitching it with the called for colors that came with it, and the fabric, it's a even weave. It's like a off-white. It's not a true white. And that's how far I got on that. That's about 200 stitches. Some of it's already blends, and some of that metallic that's in it. This is also available in my shop. And that's how far I got on that one. Next is another Pana kit that I also purchased from mybobbin.com at the same time with the other kits, other Panas that I have. And that one is Clockwork Bird. This one again is a full kit, and it came with an even weave, and I'm almost positive I did a little over. It's got to be over 200 stitches on this one. That's how far I got on that one. It's coming down the bottom feathers. His pin feathers, is that what that is? And that needle minder is also available in my shop. It's the one that says, your mother smells... your mother's a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries, from Monty Python. Next, put this away because it's a hot mess. And I still have a whole bunch of starts I want to do. the reindeer games, I kitted that on the whim. I think I've done that with a couple of these. Let's see. Alright, next one is, again, a panic kit from mybobbin.com. This one's Aries. And I'm using the called for threads and fabric on this one. The fabric is an Ada. I think it's a 14 count. And it's black. So that's how far I got on that one. I'm pretty sure it's just about 200 stitches. A lot of little color changes in that. Again, available in my shop. I don't know, I might run out of needle minders to add on to my stuff. Every time I start one, I'm like, okay, now I gotta choose a needle minder. Which one's next? Alright. Next. This one. I think I ended up having to pull the threads for this. I think. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. The next one is, I'm going to look for the picture, because I know I printed out the picture. Yeah. Okay. Guardians of Notre. I purchased this one when Notre Dame caught on fire. I wasn't sure what kind of fabric I was putting it on. I know that was one of the reasons why it was sort of delayed in the start. But then I found this fabric, and it is, I wrote it down. Hang on. Because you got to write all that stuff down, right? I thought I wrote it down. Oh, it's this one here. It's 32 count Victoria Motto linen shadows. When I was getting the fabric of the month from Victoria Motto, I only ended up getting 2 pieces because it was taking so long before I quit. But I thought this would look good. And this has a gray-brown modeling to it and a thread on it. And that's how far I got. I think it's about just over 200 stitches. And I got the leaky cauldron on there. That one's also still available in my shop. This one stitched up really nice. It was pretty quick. I mean, that's only 2 colors there. It's a DMC and then the one over dye thread, which is Moonlit Path from, I think it's a Gentle Arts, if I'm not mistaken. Yes? Yeah, Gentle Arts. It's one of their Shaker series colors. So that started stitching up pretty quick. I didn't get into the gargoyle quite yet. Next, I decided to go ahead and start these 2. Megan May Stitches. She knew I was looking for a Kermit green and a Miss Piggy pink, and she went and dyed it for me. I think she used 28 count Monaco, and this is way big for it, but I think it's going to end up fitting on this half. I didn't even cut it. I just decided to start stitching. I think I have the pictures. Do I have the pictures? I did not print out the pictures. Alright. They're both by Fiddlesticks AU. And they're on Etsy. I will have to put the pictures in here and here. First one is Kermit. He got 200 stitches, started his eye, and that's it. Just his right eye. And what I'm going to be doing is I'll do his 2 eyes. It says, it's not easy being green. And that'll take up this portion right here. And then just his little collar in a lighter green. Because they have the version where you can full coverage the whole green. I'm not doing that. That's why I wanted the right color green fabric. This needle minder I bought I bought it at Stitch West. I don't think I have a card. I don't remember the name. Anyway, she was really nice. And I think she's from Alabama. And I can't remember. I had the card here for the longest time and now I can't find it. Anyway, that's that little pumpkin spice latte. I got that at Stitch West. Along with my Ralphie. The next one I started was Miss Piggy. And I didn't put a needle minder on her. Huh. And that's all I got done on her. And again, I will, instead of doing all the pink, I am just going to do her eyes. And then it says moi. And then it has pearls that go here. And that's all I'll be stitching on that. And then I think they'll fit into a 5x7 frame. And then I also have Beaker. And Megan's going to dye me some flesh color because Beaker's just flesh color. She's going to dye me some of that to go with the rest of these. I think those will be cute all together. And I'm just using the DMC that they called for on that. Next. I'm writing myself a note. I will put the link to the fiddle sticks down below, so you can check her out. I did 11sies. That was from her too. She's in Australia. Next one is another panic kit. This one, and I had to use the translator thing, and she's daughter of Africa. So she came with Ada fabric, just white Ada fabric that stood up. So that's off to the side to go to somebody. Eventually I'll find somebody that likes to stitch on that kind of Ada. But I ended up pulling out Scorched Rock, it's called. And this is a fabric flare fabric that I received in my fabric party last year when I was part of it. It's got some lint on it, but it's got a slight glitter to it, very light glitter to it, and I thought that would be perfect. And I only did about 200 stitches on her, and they went pretty quick because it's big blocks of color, so I don't see her taking, I mean, okay, it shouldn't take too long to stitch as long as I pick it up and stitch on it, to be fair. So that's how far I got on her. That's available in my shop. I was going to put my African Ladies needle minder on there, but I'm already using her on something else. That one's on something else. It's alright. It's alright. Next. What is this one? Oh, so I had been watching some Flosstubes. I caught up with Fox and Rabbit. I've been so behind. I mean, I'm like months behind on stuff. Fox and Rabbit, Highway Stitcher I just caught up with before starting this video. I was watching her while I was ironing. And then earlier in the week, I was catching up with NBC Stitcher. That's Matt. Matt is one of the virtual stitchers. He comes on to Virtual Stitchers on Friday night. And he was talking about his hashtag Autumn Lane Witchery sale. And I have a couple of Autumn Lane stitchery patterns. And I was like, I think I want to start one. And then, of course, I went to the site and I almost bought another one. I was like, no, let me choose one of these. So I let Matt choose which one I was going to start. I only have the black and white version of this, but I'll put Autumn Lane's, I'm going to write that down. I'll put their link below so you can see the color version. He chose Potions and Spells. I'm pretty sure he's working on this one, and I think he started in the center. I think. But when I printed this out, it was on black and white, and I wasn't going to go print it out again. I pulled out a bunch of fabrics and was on Virtual Stitchers and asked them which one I should stitch it on. And here's the threads. Bear with me. Okay. I am stitching this on Fabrics by Stephanie. No, Under the Sea Fabrics. Yorick. It's a 28 count. Not color fast. It's a linen opal. Not liking the linen opal so much, but the color works, so I'm going with it. I also didn't cut the fabric because I'm not sure, but I know it's bigger than what it needs to be. This is the fabric that I'm putting it on, and I think it's going to work fine. See the sparkle? And this needle minder, I believe, is one of the accoutrements. And I think a lot of the cross-stitch shops carry that. That was a gift to me from Jen and Mike at the Whole Stitch and Caboodle. Had to put a witch on it. Next, I started another full coverage, which I said I was going to. This is Audrey's fault. Bear with me, I got Flosstube itchy nose. So Audrey kept on showing her Alphonse, and I knew I wanted to do an Alphonse, and I chose this one, Zodiac 1896. I am doing it on 25 count easy grid, 1/1, and I decided to start her the other night, and I put in, I'm also parking because I just wanted to be in the corner. I started the bottom right this time, just because, to be different. There we go. And I put in 300 stitches. This is a winter white. And there's like 5 colors there, guys. See the threads? It's all, yeah. But it'll work. It'll work. Very small start, but it works. This needle minder, I don't know where she got it from. Audrey sent me the needle minder, so I had to put it on this piece because she sent it to me. So I have started my Muka, Audrey. I don't know how much I'll get done on her anytime soon, but she started, and it's working out well because it's a big block of color in that one area, which is, they rounded off, oh my goodness, my nose. They rounded off this corner, but it's not rounded off in the chart. So it's rounded off, and then, I guess, I don't know where they're getting all the white. It'll work. I'm trusting the process. Oh my goodness. Issues. I should have put the paper in first. Alright. Put that in my Celestial bag that I made for that. Alright, next. Another Panic kit. I know, shocking. Sagittarius. Frank is an Aries. I'm a Sagittarius. I had been looking for astrological charts for both of us. I mean, we're not big into all that, but I thought it'd be cool. And these are the ones I found that I liked. And again, it's a kit. It's got all the threads and black Ada. And this is how far I've gotten on this one. Oh, the M&Ms, this one and those ones, they're available in my shop also. They're really good for when you're doing full coverages and need a whole bunch of little needle minders to keep stuff out of the way. Or on small charts when you have like a 6x6 or 8x8 Q-snap and they fit in a corner. So those are still available. But that's how far I got on Sagittarius. This one still has the different color shadings, but I was able to do mostly just one color on that, and I'm pretty sure it was just over 200 stitches, not too far over 200 stitches. And that is all of them. Now, I have technically one purchase, two charts, one purchase from the same spot. When I was watching Fox and Rabbit, if you've watched my other videos, you know I started Ladybug, well, it's called Lady Queen, and I'm almost done with her. It didn't take too long to knock out the bug part, and I need to do the crown and then the flowers and leaves underneath, which I plan on finishing for next month. In that, I was watching them, and she had mentioned about having other bugs, insects, in that series, and she flashed one of them, and that reminded me, because I knew that there was, but I forgot to look. So I promptly went on their website and got 2 PDFs. So I figure after I finish Ladybug, hopefully, cross your fingers, next month, I want to start one of 2 of these. So when I finish the next one, I'll start the other one. And I think she's also got a dragonfly. I'm almost positive there's a dragonfly, but I didn't see on the site. So I just bought these 2 for now. So I'll be wanting to, as soon as I finish one, start the other, to have the whole set. And I really like those a lot. So I bought those. You can get the PDF version from their Fox and Rabbit website. You can also get the charts from your LNS or your ONS, or and you can also get the hard copies. I mean, if you're in Australia, you can get the hard copies from them, from their website. I did the PDFs just because I wanted to buy directly from them. The money goes directly to them. Plus, I didn't want to pay for shipping. So that's why I bought from them. Alright, what else? I got some stuff in the mail. But let me do this in case you don't care. So how's that? Plans. I plan on starting more. Okay? I have in no particular order, because I'm just going to stitch what I feel like, as I feel like. So I have these 2 that I'm going to start. And they are going to go like this on the same piece of fabric. No, they're not, because the rock and the thing's not going to line up. That's what I decided. Okay, so they're going to go like this, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's because the rock and the grassy knoll will not add up to the other side. Anyway, they're going on the same piece of fabric, and they're going to be together somehow, and I'm pretty sure it's this way. So those 2, those are Ink Circles, Hey Diddle, and Slick Fiddle, and I am going to put them on this piece of fabric, which I don't have the name of it. I had it written down on a post-it that's now missing. And I couldn't even begin to tell you who the dyer is. I want to say it may be PTP, but I could be absolutely wrong. I have the sulky threads for them, I think. I know I have at least 1 pack of sulky threads. I have the sulky threads for 3, 4. I don't know. That's how prepared I am. Anyway, I might start them this month, and I might need more sulkies and decide that I'm going to hold off on the start. But it's in the plans. We'll see. if it gives me too much of a headache, then I'll just wait to start it, but it's there. That's a possibility. How about that? We'll just call it a possibility. Another one that I plan on starting is this one. This is October 31st. This is that other needle minder that I this one, and Ralphie, and the pumpkin latte, and I can't remember her name. And in my Stitch West wrap up video, I know I mentioned the name and put her link in there. That's where I got those from. And I am putting that on Diversity. I just haven't pulled the threads, which is easy enough. It's Raven and Tin Bucket. I know I don't have either one of those, but I also know, well, there's some DMC also. But I also know I can sub them out with what I have in my stash, so that's not going to be a problem. And this is the bag that I got for Laurel. It's a Garon bag, and I thought that would go perfect in there. I also have, I kitted up these two, and it's all Belinda's fault. She's like, you're not stitching a mirror, so if you wanted to start something, you should probably start, I'm not a mirror, you're not stitching a mermaid, you should start a mermaid. So I gave her a list of 5 mermaids that I had. One, she wants me to start next year with her, so that was not for now. And then these are the 2 we decided on. Because she's already finished this one, and I think she's already started this one. So she wants to start Mermaid Undine next year with me. Fine, whatever. So these 2. So I went and kitted them up. The only thing is, I have the floss pack for this. I have the whole embellishment pack for that. But I do not have, the Emerald Mermaid. I do not have the bead pack and metallic thread, the Krynic, for this one. But I could still start it. And I just need to order the Krynic braid. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 colors, but I'm going to need 6 spools. And then there are 1, 2, 3. There's 5 different Mill Hill treasures and 3 types of beads that I need several packs of. One of the treasures I need 14 packs of. Somebody's on crack. Okay, so I'm going to have to save up for the treasures and beads on this because that's going to be crazy. But that's okay. I have plenty of time. They don't go on till last, right? I also had Belinda help me pick up fabrics. We had decided on Eccentric Sky. This one is from Fortnite Fabrics. That's the other side. That one is going to be for Enchanted Mermaid. And that is 32 count, 1/4 yard. It'll fit on there fine. The other one is Emerald Mermaid, and that one's going to go on this piece of Under the Sea fabric, 32 count Lugana in Atlantis. Just half it so you can see. She's going to go on that. And here's the other side. I just have to decide which end is what, because it's going to actually go like this for long ways. But those are the 2 fabrics that I'm using. It took me a couple hours. I went and pulled all the threads and put them on project cards the other night. And then I had to make a list for a couple of threads that I'm going to need. I think I have plenty to start off with, by the way. I don't think I'm totally missing a color, I'm just going to need more of it. So I made a DMC list, and I know I need to get the Krynic beads and treasures for Enchanted Mermaid. The Krynic is more of a concern than the beads right now, because it's going to take me a while to finish it. And I don't know if I have more on my list of things to start. besides this last one. This one is the one that I am definitely starting on my birthday. This is Primrose Needleworks, 272 words. Somebody said that's a lot of words, and I was like, well, it's 272 of them. Although, there's actually more than 272, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more words, so there's 282 words, and then there's 6 numbers. So, there's also 50 stars. So that's that. That is going on this piece of vanilla latte from Stitch Me. I had to get a half yard for it all to fit, and that was a birthday present to me. Belinda sent me the money to buy the fabric that I was going to need for this, because she wanted me to start something special for my birthday. So I did. I got the fabric, and then I bought the extra floss that I was going to need, and then the specialty flosses too. So I am doing the lettering in DMC, because it's a lot of letters, and I don't think I need to do them in overdyes, so I'm just doing the DMC. It is $38.26, and then I did buy the Mulberry and Freedom for the red and the blue, and I'm missing a color. Aha. Let's see. Alright. And then there's also oatmeal and chives. And cinnamon goes somewhere. I wonder where that goes. Let's find out. You're sitting here, right? I hope you have something to drink. I can't imagine where the cinnamon goes. Oh, I bet you the cinnamon is that single line border that goes around. So I may need another skein of that. We'll see. Anyway, I have time to get that. I'm going to start with the words, probably, anyway. Or maybe I need to start in a corner. Guess I'll decide on my birthday. Do what I want on my birthday. But that's those. That's the colors I'm going to need. That's the fabric I'm going to use. And that's when I'm starting on my birthday, which is Wednesday the 24th. For sure. And now, as I said, I got 64 comments. Which, what I actually said was I got a lot of comments. On my little coffee break video on voting for what I should finish for next year. The plan is I want to finish something for next year that's a bit of a challenge, but it's doable. So I picked 5 different things that I wanted to see finished sooner rather than later. That was also a challenge. The 5 items were Native American Angel, Animal Magnetism, Baker's Wife, aka the Happy Hooker, Christmas Moose, and Garden Prelude. Oh my goodness. I put that out there. I offered a giveaway for, not for whoever picked the correct one, but more so whoever voted was in for the giveaway. What I'm giving away is a set of thread drops and a needle minder of choice from my group. And the thread drops, any color that I have available, they can choose, and I'll send that. 64 votes later, it ended up with Baker's Wife, number 3, was only 4 votes. So she's not getting the love. Well, you know. Then next up was Native American Angel. She only got 5. Next one was Garden Prelude. She only got 6. It was neck and neck for Animal Magnetism and Christmas Moose. up until night before last night, they were actually even for a little bit. And then there was a big boom, and I say big boom, not really big boom. There were a few more votes thrown in there. So Animal Magnetism came in second with 23 votes, and Christmas Moose came in first with 26 votes. So, for those that may not have watched it, this is Christmas Moose. It's a panic kit. And this is where I have him. I put him on Murky. I'm pretty sure this is Murky from Pictures Pulse, because it came with Ada, and I wasn't happy with that fabric. And then I had this perfect one, which I'm really glad I did. That's how far I am on him. That's a little over 1,000 stitches. I do think I can finish him. I mean, it's a tall order, but I think I can do it. So what I'll end up doing is figuring out what I have left of him and break it into 12 sections. Every month I have a section to do. That way by the end of December, I'll have the last section and he will be done sometime in December. Those are the plans. I have no clue as to how many stitches I have left to do. If you imagine that ear or that portion of the ear and that little bit of antler is over 1,000 stitches, I've got a minute to go, but it's doable. So what I did was I did the random comment picker and did a drawing for who gets the thread drops and the minder. And I'm going to put a picture here. It is Vicky Reading and Stitching. She chose Native American Angel, and I know why, but unfortunately Christmas Moose won, but she's getting a prize anyway. So Vicky, I already have your address, obviously, and all of her mail that I send to her all comes to Bert's mom, because Bert, her cat, he's priority. He's adorable. Her cat is adorable. And stop fat shaming that cat. He is not fat. He's fluffy. Alright, so I did get a response from Roxanne Z-Dub for the scissors, so I will be sending those out. I just have not gotten a chance to do so yet. I got to get them packed up and get those out. Sebastian will be getting the socks. I have something that needs to go to Sebastian, so that'll be done later. Christy and Angela, your packages are on the way. Those were the giveaway winners from before. Now, I received a little card in the mail, and you may have seen my Instagram post, but Audrey sent me a little note, and cute paper. It says, "Any day spent stitching is a good day," and it has this little picture on the bottom. She sent me some cards, some of the thread drop cards that they're exchanging. I know that a lot of people are doing this, and it has her Instagram there and floss and name number. So she sent me like 5 of them. My problem is she told me to punch my own holes, which really does sound bad, Audrey. I mean, she's so abusive, but she also sent me this great antique hanky. I will not be blowing my nose into this hanky, by the way. Maybe we'll... Is that better? Is that how you did it back in the day? I love the hanky, thank you. I have to go punch my own holes now. It's nervous-some people, I'll tell you. Alright. I have a huge box of wow. First of all, I got this box that I'm going to show you first on Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans, by the way. My grandfather was a veteran. a lifer in the Army. I've got all of his medals and everything. Very proud. Frank was a Navy SEAL. My nephew was in the Navy. My cousin was in the Air Force. So, yes. I received this first box on Veterans Day. He said, I won't be picking up your mail. We're just trying to offload some of the stuff because there's a lot of stuff. Okay, great. But I knew that there was 2 boxes coming. So why didn't they bring both at the same time? I cannot speak for my... There's something in the water in this town. They don't always think correctly. So the second box I got the next day, by the way, by a rented truck. They rented a U-Haul van to bring all the packages. I guess there's an influx of mail, which they could have saved space on there, and I was the only house on my street to get a box, so had they paid attention, they could have done it all the day before. I'm all about efficiency, really, honest to goodness. Anyway, so the second box I got, I put a picture here, is a box of diabetes. This is from Belinda, Aussie Stitcher. She's been packaging, well, getting stuff together for me for a year. She has assured me that she did go buy new Tim Tams because the kids ended up eating them because it took so long for her to get my box together. So, there are a ton of Tim Tams. There's regular. She made sure to give extra of the caramel ones that were our favorites, and then a couple of other flavors. There are a ton and a half of what they call lollies. We call them gummies. Delicious. Here's one of the bags that's in there. I've never tasted these, but it brings me to mind of something that I get around Christmas. My mom always got me one, and it was one of those orange chocolate things that you broke it apart into these slices. So I'm going to try one and let you know now if that's what it is. It says Jaffa's. It says it's orange and chocolate. Let's try one. So basically, it's like an orange chocolate flavored M&M. Not bad. Not bad. I thought so. She also sent me these candies called Fantails. And each one, I can't read without my glasses. Anyway, each one of them has a trivia thing. It's like a really long, who am I? They give you all these clues and you got to figure it out. I've already got 2 of Zac Efron, by the way. One was Kristen, whatever her name is, and one was James Bond. But the first box, oh, yes. Okay, so she did send me some stuff because it was coming overseas. She sent me some stuff to ship off to other people, other friends of ours, which is not a problem. Of course, I'll do that. Okay, let's just start from the top. She sent me these 2, which is great because I have 2 others, and then I went and ordered the other ones that I didn't have from Jen at the whole Stitching Caboodle, so she's going to put in an order for the couple that I have, that I don't have. There is a mystery 9th portion at the bottom of each one, and you put it like, okay, I don't know how to explain this. So there's like a little piece at the bottom of each one, and once you get all the parts, I think there's 8 parts altogether, it gives you a 9th one of these. That's why I want them all. So she sent me these 2. I have 2 others, and then I put in an order for the other 2. She sent me a couple pieces of fabric. This is one. It's a Witchell 32. Now, she did send me stuff and said, you know what, if you're not going to use it, that's fine. Do it as a giveaway. Because for her to mail individual things from Australia, it gets expensive, okay? So she's like, yeah, please do a giveaway on anything that you don't want or won't use. One of the things she sent me is a 32 count piece of chestnut linen fabric. It's a fat quarter, but it's Witchell and it stands up on its own. So my friend Joni will be getting this. She loves that stand up on your own fabric. So I always send her stuff like that. So Joni, you will be getting a piece of fabric. This is another piece of fabric she sent me. She did not enjoy stitching on it. She did some lovely stitching. She just didn't enjoy it. So she sent it to me to use. It's a fat quarter. I want to say, I don't know. I don't think she knew who the dyer was. But I want to say it's 36 count. It's pretty tiny. So that I can use. This next piece is Sassy Pink, 28 count even weave. Color fastness not guaranteed. And I think she got this in one of her boxes. It is very pink. Not so sure I'll be using this. It may be in a giveaway coming to you. A future giveaway. She sent me some fabric to make bags. She said I have to make bags for myself first because I never make myself enough bags. I have had this fabric before, but I will be making bags with that. So you guys will see that in the shop. She also sent this one, which I'll make bags out of this one. You'll see those in the shop. The ones I'm definitely making bags for myself for, although I may need a flamingo. I may make 4 different bags for myself, but I'll see extras. You guys will see them in the shop. This fabric, oh my goodness, look at this. Australian animals with this. Is that what I was going to do? Yes. Yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, that's the way I'm going. So I'm matching these two together. And then, I don't know what kind of bird this is, but this is gorgeous. And putting this fabric as the inside. And designed by Jocelyn Proust. Exclusive for Spotlight. Spotlight is like their Michaels. That I do know. Now, boy, do we have a bunch of stuff. One reason she said, I think I do have Mermaid Undine. She said I got to save that one to start next year. I also have Lilith of Labrador now. She sent me the floss pack and beads, the whole embellishment pack, and the chart. I just have to pick out some cool fabric for that. That might have to start next year. I don't know. I might have to finish one of them before I start that one. She also had gone through, we had talked before, and she was going through some stuff that she definitely wasn't going to stitch anymore. She sent me Winter's Grace. I am starting to think, I think I just saw this. I might have this one. If I do, because I have a magazine that it might be in. If I do, then this will definitely be in a giveaway. Otherwise, it's mine, guys. Sorry about your luck. Next one she sent is... She pulled some out of a book and some magazines. And she decided she wasn't going to stitch them all. This one's out of the Ultimate Joan Elliott collection, which I think is this book she sent me, but some of them are torn out. So this is Spring Fairy. And then there's this one is Winter Fairy. This one I think I would definitely do. Spring Fairy, I'll debate. It may end up in a giveaway. Maybe. And then This book, look, EJ, you could do another one. This one's got, I'm trying to look to see. There's 44 charts. Not all of them are here. There are a lot that I probably won't stitch, but there's a few in here that I will. So what I'll end up doing is probably pulling them out. Try to carefully take them out so I can share them as giveaways for you guys. All those are in there, or supposedly, and those. But there's a couple missing because she had wanted some of them out of there. All right. She also sent me the whole set of the Farmhouse Christmas. This one I hadn't bought because I had seen it so much at first. I was just sick of seeing it, so I never went and bought it, and then I ended up getting the next one the next year. So right now I'm going to keep this for now to see if maybe I do want to stitch it now. If not, it'll be in a giveaway. Fairy of the Rain. She sent me Fairy of the Rain. I do like that one. She sent me, yeah, I can never remember the name of it. Angel Proclamation. This one I will not stitch, and will go in a giveaway. This one, I know I had seen this on a couple of Flosstubes, and I was like, oh, I sort of like it, but I never ordered it. Well, she had ordered it, decided she didn't want it, and she sent it to me, and I'm definitely keeping this one. There's some cute designs in here. I can't show them because I don't have pictures. It's just the charts on them. The only two pictures she has are these two. And I don't even know if I'll do these two, but the other ones that are in there are really cute. Okay. This is a package to go to. So is that one. Yeah, that's the stuff that I need to send off. Along with this. Alright. I just put the whole box together and put it on the side so I could show you guys. She also sent this one, but there are some missing out of this one also. One of the ones I'll be doing a giveaway for are these 4 little angels here. I won't stitch those, I know I won't. This one, her and I are both stitching already. I have that one. It's not in the chart, but I'm stitching that one already. And there's this one called A Fairy's Garden, which the color key was missing out of it, but she got it to me. She was able to send me the color key because the chart's in here. Apparently, the color key was attached to another portion of the Fairy and Dragon when she took it out, so she could stitch it. So she got me the color key. That's this one. The other one that's in here, let me see. Fairy Queen's in there. I sort of like her, but I'm not quite sure if I'll stitch that one. If not, then I will definitely do a giveaway for that one. And then there's this one's in there. I don't think I'll stitch that one, so I'll probably be doing a giveaway for that. So there's a couple of ones that I'll do. Alright. She sent me this Sew to Stitch. I will be doing a giveaway for that. I think it's cute. I just don't see me stitching it. Along with these guys, which are totally adorable. Again, I don't see me stitching them, but they're really cute. And then she had letters from Nora. She has a letter D. She's got nobody with a D in their name. I mean, well, she's got Belinda. I said, were you going to do your whole name individually? She said no. So she sent me this. It's got a little bit of something on the back. I don't know where it came from. I can get it off. It's okay. It's probably something that was in the package. But I'll be doing a giveaway for this because I don't have anybody I'd stitch that for either. Alright. She sent me some Bella Filipinas. Enchantress of the Abyss. Pearl of the Orient Seas. And Aries of Atlantis. She has opened them up, but then she decided she didn't want to stitch them. So, I think I may keep this one, the Pearl of the Orient Seas. But I'm debating on these two. They may be in giveaways. She also sent me a mixed bag of flosses she's not going to use. There's some Silks for You, some Dinky Dyes, Silken Colors. What's this one? Dragonfly Lotus Designs. What's this one? A Silks for You. Then there are Cottage Garden Threads, the hand-dyed Cottage Garden Threads. These are gorgeous, by the way. And I know they're getting bigger here in the U.S. I just watched, if you watch, I think it's the last episode of Fox and Rabbit, they do an interview with the one, I can't remember her name because I'm that horrible, but with the woman that does these. Her and her mother had started this. Actually, her mother started it, and now they have a whole bunch of colors. Basically, there's a way. Go watch the Fox and Rabbit video, the very last one, and I'm going to write myself a note to put the video below so you can watch. She actually shows you how to undo this, so you can leave it right on here. So this is its own floss tag, or floss drop. Also, the way they dye their colors, if you wanted to do loop start, even with like something like this, the colors should match up again. Which one? Cottage Garden. Okay. Bring myself a note. But she did a whole interview. You get to find out how they came about. They've actually been doing this for a while. They're just getting bigger. They're out of Australia. And they are all about the reusability, sustainability, and apparently, depending on what the tags look like, it'll tell you whether it's an older version or a newer version, because they've gone totally 100% recycled paper, and you can use this as a floss drop, and then you can recycle it or compost it when you're done. It's got two little, apparently it's got just two little staples on the side. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so when I went through and Haley was here and she had sent me 3 of these. Haley's got one now. It's got butterflies on it. It's gorgeous. These are authentic Australian Aboriginal art printed coasters. Absolutely love them. She also sent me a lined notebook. She actually sent me 2 of them. Haley's got one of them. It's got a parrot on it, a white parrot. I love the kookaburra. She sent me a 2022 diary. So now, you know, I have something to go with my slightly elated planner, and, you know, my mildly jovial planner. I'm going to have to come up with a new name for this one now. And then she gave me a calendar from last year, but it's got all these great pictures. Girl, they're drinking tea. My thing is, the paper is nice and thick, and I'm going to make floss drops for myself out of them. One last thing. It's like almost best part of this whole thing. It's given me much entertainment already. I've got a kangaroo scrotum. You heard it here. She wasn't sure if it was going to go through customs, but yes, well, it's a little smushed. Still furry. I can open anything with these nuts. This genuine product was harvested and processed in accordance with NP and WS rules and regulations. You are welcome. If you didn't know these existed, I mean, I'm sure you've known that kangaroos did, but I mean, in this form, now you do, and you are welcome. That is this big bag of stuff. I mean, this big box of stuff, along with the big box of diabetes. Thank you so much. You know, I've already messaged you, Belinda, and we videoed you, and Frank, she had sent a comic book for Frank. It's one of their comic strips, which is out of New Zealand, but it's the best she could do for Australia and New Zealand, because he does collect comics. I was overwhelmed with the amount of stuff in these boxes, and definitely appreciative. Thank you so much. I have a week until my birthday. I will see you in 2 weeks, the week after my birthday, to give you my next update on what else I have decided to start, and maybe some plans. I also need to do my whip parade, which is even going to be longer. This is already an hour. I can imagine the whip parade being longer. I hope everyone in the U.S. has a great Thanksgiving. Whether it be with family or friends that are family, or even if you're just sitting by yourself eating some turkey watching the Macy's Day Parade. You have fun with that. I just hope you enjoy your holiday, and I am not planning anything large. I will have, pretty sure it's just going to be Frank and I, and possibly, most likely, Haley. She may end up going over to her grandmother's. So I do plan on having a turkey and some of the fixings, because who doesn't like a baked turkey and some mashed potatoes and stuff? I don't do all the stuff. We will not be having the string bean casserole. If I do the sweet potatoes, they're going to be canned. It's fine. It's fine. But my major one is the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, and the cranberry sauce. That is my thing. And hopefully I can talk somebody into making me a pineapple upside down cake, because that's my favorite cake. I don't even like birthday cake that much. I would much rather have pineapple upside down cake, or sweet potato pie, or even pumpkin pie. That's what happens when you're born in Thanksgiving, right? All right. See you in a couple weeks. Hopefully I will have a whole bunch done, and my life won't be as crazy as it is right now. I have a lot of cleanup to do. And don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. You want to go out? Just sit. You ready to go out? Do you want to go out? Yes? Yes? Okay.